I did this already at 2 o'clock, and then for some reason Instagram is having a hard time posting it. So fine, we're doing it again. This is WLTW. What did you learn this week? It's a 10-minute show where we ask you what you learned, and you could share what you learned with other people, because you know how it is. Like when you are running your own business or you're a freelancer, it just seems like your weeks are so crazy, right? They're just like going, and then the weekday goes into the weekend, and you never really take that time to take stock of what's going on, what you're doing, and what you've learned, so that way you can learn from it, right? So this is your opportunity every Friday at 2 o'clock on Instagram Live here with Downstage Media. I'm Annie Schiffman. I'm the founder of Downstage Media. And so at Downstage Media, we give theater people who are overwhelmed with social media a plan of what to post, so that way they can connect with their audiences, not just on stage, but online as well. So a lot of what I'll be bringing up today are social media marketing learnings, things that I've learned, but through the filter of the performing artist. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to share. But if you want to share anything, feel free. Leave a comment below, leave a comment after the fact, post later on using the hashtag WLTW. Now, I also want to say, keep watching this all the way through, because I have a special offer for people who watch this show, for people who tune in and check out WLTW. So you're going to want to hear that, because it's free and it's going to be very helpful for you specifically in the next couple of weeks. So, all right, let's kind of jump in and get started. Okay, the first thing that I learned this week is that I need to set some boundaries, because this social media world is all about, this social media world is all about being connected and plugged in all the time, which is great, except that after a while that can really wear on you, and it can affect your sleep. It certainly affected mine. It can affect your health overall, because especially for me, if I'm not sleeping, then I just become this crazy person. And so I was finding that was affecting me. So I realized that it's okay to put some boundaries down as times that you will and won't check your phone, or notifications that you won't have as a push notification, things like that. And I just want to remind you that I know that there's this whole like 24/7 hustle thing. I'm a big Gary Vaynerchuk proponent, love him and his stuff. However, when you feed into it a lot, you can feel like you need to be going all the time. But remember, even Gary Vaynerchuk takes off some time. You don't see any stuff of him with his kids, which means he's not posting when he's around his kids, right? So anyone, just figure out what your boundaries are. That's certainly what I learned. I need to have boundaries. I don't even know what mine are yet, but I got to figure it out, because crazy. Okay, so number 2, something I learned this week is from this book. This is the book Influencer by Brittany Hennessy, who is in fact herself an influencer. And this book is Building Your Personal Brand in the Age of Social Media, the Blueprint to Manage and Monetize Your Influence as a Content Creator. So this has some great tips in it for just overall content creation, specifically towards Instagram, specifically as a woman. Great stuff to read. And I'm going to point out something that I had noticed this week, and then when I read it in the book, I was like, okay, cool. So she says comments are the lifeblood of content creators, and you should get your audience into the habit of commenting by asking them a question at the end of each post. Okay, so again, Brittany Hennessy, influencer. Go to the show notes, which are at downstage.media/blog. Check out the show notes for this episode, and you'll be able to pick that book up. Highly recommend it. I'm only, halfway through? I've learned so much. And it's a fast read, by the way. Okay, so yes. So ask a question, or have some kind of a call to action. That's definitely something that this week I specifically had a few one-on-one sessions with an actor who's looking to build his brand, and also with some producers who have a show going up in a month. And I found myself saying the same thing over and over and over again in those consulting sessions, which is have some kind of a call to action in your post every time, but only have one. Okay, So yes, so that is what I have to say about that. And finally, what I learned this week is that I got something that really makes me feel like a boss, and when I wear it, I feel like, yeah, I'm the boss. So I want to point that out to you. If you could think of something that makes you feel really empowered, really energized, helps you tap into that, whether it's a word, whether it's an article of like a piece of jewelry, like a watch, or if it's, I don't know, some essential oil that you smell, whatever it is for you. So for me, I got this from my dad. He used to collect watches, and he has so many watches. This is an old Kenneth Cole watch that shows the month, the day, the hour. I'm sorry, the month, the date, the hour, and the day. It's super cool, plus the time. And when I put this on, I feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like the founder of a media company, right? So find that thing, I would say, I recommend, find that thing that makes you feel like a boss. Because you're running your own brand, you're running your own business, you're running your own show, whatever it is. So make that happen. Okay, now here, I almost forgot to share the thing. So just as a reminder, the holidays are coming. Thanksgiving is very soon. It's the earliest that Thanksgiving can be. So if you have not yet planned your holiday content strategy, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, anything else in between that you are celebrating or your audience is celebrating, make sure that you plan for that. And if you would like a free strategy session with me, send me a private message on Instagram at Downstage Media, and we'll get you all set up with that. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, WLTW, and I can't wait to find out more about what you are up to. Thanks so much.